here. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I see a lot of new faces in this session today. And I'll be your, I don't know what do I call it, host or trainer for this session. But before we begin, can you just type in the chat if you were in my personal development session last week? If you were there, just type me so I know who went through that session. Albert, no. Yeah, I know you were there. No, me. I think at least half of you was there. Very good. So for those of you who wasn't there, no problem. Welcome to this session as well. So also for those of you who's new, would you be kindly to type down in the chat as well? What do you want to get out of this session? Why do you want to join this session? I mean, you could have slipped in. You could tune in at 9:30. Pilates session doesn't start so early, but why are you here? Let me see your messages. Keep it coming to get motivated. Very good. What about the rest? What exactly make you come here? So this is not a class. Like I mentioned earlier, before those of you who come in, it's just an interacting session. There's an opportunity for you to learn something new. Okay, very good. Any more? If you're still thinking, try to give it some deep thoughts to get motivated to do what? For you to learn something new, to learn what? What exactly you want to get out of here to set the intention, right? Okay. And this is just a very, very short half an hour that I have with you. It's almost impossible to really pass you a lot of things, but what I can do is at least to share some messages that at least it will give you any impact in any aspects of your life, then that is good enough. Okay, so and everyone is ready, please settle down and we can get started. And host, we can have the slides. Thank you. And I'll also save this time. I won't share so much of my story. You can check them out in other sessions of the trainings where I'll share my before and after. And then this afternoon, 3:30, a lot of us, including myself, will get to share a little bit of how we get started on this journey as well. So this session is not about me. It's all about you, okay? And can we go next? Take this opportunity to really set the time for yourself. Day in and day out, we are always rushing. Sometimes even during MCO, and we are now more than a month already at home. And I believe some of you still feel that you don't even have time for yourself and you are still rushing. And in this 1 whole month, you're not too sure what do you even achieve as well, okay? So I would always take some time in the morning to meditate. If you don't have this practice yet, you can start to do that, but we're going to do it together right now. Okay, so sit in a very comfortable position. Make sure your tall spine is straight and tall. And your arms, just let them rest naturally, whether it's palm facing up or palm facing down, it's fine. And slowly close your eyes. I'll be watching you, so make sure you close your eyes. In fact, let me check. Okay, everyone close your eyes. Very good. So this short few minutes is for yourself. Okay. So once you're comfortable, take a deep breath in. Just let your breathing go naturally. start with a small thought that it's a beautiful Sunday, and to be grateful that you get to live another day and you're still breathing. That is the smallest gift you can give to yourself and your body every single morning. And start to think about setting intentions for the rest of the day. Don't think about yesterday, not tomorrow, but just today. It doesn't have to be a chore or a to-do list or your work. It can be about how do you decide you want to live the rest of this day? With joy or with worry? So you may also realize there's a lot of random thoughts that come and go. That's okay. You don't need to resist them, just let them flow through. And then slowly visualize the scenario, or visualize yourself being in a situation that you're really happy about. And go back to focus on your breathing. When you inhale, feel your lungs and your belly expand. And exhale through the mouth. Repeat at your own pace. Just focus on your breathing. Same thing now, if you have thoughts that's flowing through, don't resist them, but come back to focus on your breathing. Affirmation is very important to start your day right as well. So you can repeat after me, or you can just repeat it out in your heart. That today I'm gonna be focused, excellent, and passionate in all that I do. So today I'm gonna be focused, excellent, and passionate in all that I do. So as we're coming to the end, just slowly wiggle your fingers and toes. Start to be aware of the room you're in, your surrounding. Feel your butt on the chair or on the floor. And slowly open your eyes. Soft gaze. Very good. Welcome back, humans. So can you type in the chat? Let me know how you guys are feeling. How's everyone doing? Now you are back to the earth. Relax, lighter, feeling calm, very, very good, refreshing. So I'm not too sure how many of you here have the practice of doing meditation, but I wish I can have more time. That was a super short session. If can start with 5 minutes and then 10 minutes. At first, I find it so hard for me to just quiet down and not do anything. I feel so uneasy. But the more you do, the more you are used to it, and it only takes less than 1% of your time throughout the day, but it sets clarity for the remaining of the day. And sometimes clarity is all you need. Okay, can we go next, Cindy? Thank you. So today, actually, I'm gonna just be sharing one single concept with you guys, which is sleep without title. So some of you may be familiar with this, but I believe a lot of you are not as well. So this sleep without title, I'm not referring to leading as in your job or in your career or in your business or in your organization, but simply leading yourself as a human being, okay? As a human being. Because a lot of the time, we are so focused on our external results, which is very, very common for humans. We focus on what we achieve. We focus on how much money we can make. We let the social status, the title, the position, or your net worth to basically define you, whether you are better than someone else or someone else is better than you. But I think as we getting more and more into the modern, or what you call the chaotic world, we start to forget that we are all human beings. And to be honest, 90% of your external results is basically coming back to what's going on inside of you. Whether it's your job, your career, or you keep wondering how come your relationship with anyone, with everyone, it's not going anywhere. Or why no matter what I try, it just doesn't seem to be moving, it's not growing. Or you basically feel stuck. So most of the time, what we are so used to doing is we start to either point fingers, either blame, and the last thing we will do is always to look at ourselves, our part in it, or whether we have the responsibility or not. So it's a very good reminder that we should all look into this, because of course it's so easy for us to blame the external results or to blame anyone else who you think would cause the problem or your challenge or your difficulties. But you can't control the external results. What you can control is your inner self. Okay, so doing the inner work is, I can't tell you how important it is, but I can just share it through a story of myself, very short version. So years ago, I was pretty much stuck in the sense that I was stuck in my business. I was stuck in my life. Probably if you want to talk about relationship, it wasn't really going anywhere. So it's pretty much stuck and stagnant, and you feel that you are being tied down in all angles, but yet you have to live every single day as it is. So it's like what we call a walking coma or a walking zombie. So if some of you you feel that you're going through this situation right now, don't need to put up your hands, okay? But just be aware of it. And you need to start to think, what is it that you can do? So for me, I just remember, we can go next, Cindy, the next slide. And this is from Jim Rohn, which is our philosopher for our business in HooiLi. For things to change, you have to change. When I started to look at this years ago, I was like, change what? For things to get better, you have to get better. Means what? Okay, keep doing, keep working, or what? But after that, I really get this, because when I was stuck, there's pretty much nothing else you can do. Oh, not to forget financially, ultimately stuck as well. But I remember that if I want to change, I can only start with myself, and I don't know what exactly to do, or exactly which aspect that I need to change, but every single aspect I'll look into it. I start to be aware of my mindset every single day, my attitude every single day. Whenever I come across any situations or I encounter any problems, what is your attitude and your mindset when you face that thing? Is it you complain first? Is it you think that it's not possible first? Or you can start to totally be the opposite. That's the least that you can do. And also start to work on myself in terms of fitness, in terms of health, every single thing that you can think of. If you are in front of a pen and paper, write this down. Every single thing that you can think of to improve yourself. Not others, not your coach, not your job or not your boss, but yourself. Focus on doing that. Because until we fix the inner self, it's very unlikely that we can have a breakthrough. So of course, every single stage that we get to, you have a previous breakthrough, you get to stage B, eventually you're going to feel that you are getting stagnant again, and then it's time to get to another breakthrough. So now I know that if I want to advance to the next level in terms of my business, in terms of my life, I need to break through certain things, okay? So only you know what is stopping you inside and what is stopping you from growing, and you need to be the one to find that out, okay? And Cindy, next slide. Because ultimately, if you can let me remind you, we are all humans. So as humans, we definitely have emotions. But this is the one thing that will either make you or break you, depends on what do you do with it. Okay, every single one has emotion. When you're happy, it's easy. But when you're going through tough times, and then people ask you to stay positive, and it's like, well, how is it even possible? How to even be possible when I'm going through a deep shit or when I'm going through challenges? And start to let go. Like if some of you were in the session yesterday, in particular with Queenie, let go. Let go of your resentment, let go of your anger, or your regret, because you need to know things that already happened. But what is stopping you from moving forward to achieving next level, to become the next level version of yourself, is you need to clear your emotional baggage. If you know how to handle your emotional dimension, your inner emotional dimension, and you know how to evaluate the experience from it rather than just bogged down by all the anger, resentment, or certain things that people say, and you remember it for 10 years, it's only gonna hurt you yourself and become an emotional baggage. So there's two outcomes, remember. You can either evaluate the experience, learn and grow from it, or you can easily let it become your emotional baggage. That eventually you find yourself circling and square one every single day, not moving forward, not progressing. Okay? And there is certain things that you can start to practice, or if you have your own ways, which is to look into it every single day. Yeah. Like I mentioned last week as well, not only when you're free, not only when you feel like doing it, but every single day, then to make sure that you are in the right mood, you're on the right track to get whatever it is that you want to achieve, rather than avoiding it or not looking it in the face, but to really deal with it, which is your inner self. And the next slide is what I call, not what I call, what I learned from, which is a personal leadership toolbox. So the message out of this session is really simple. Leadership, I'm not talking about how to lead others, how to be a boss, how to be bossy. You can't even inspire people if you can't lead yourself. As simple as that. It's just like, if you can't even control your mouth, how do you expect to lose 20 kg? How do you expect to have 6-packs? Don't tell me about you want to have 6-packs when you can't even be consistent with your nutrition, or when you can't even do the simplest work, which is to look after your meals. Just think about it. If we can't do that, how are we going to achieve any other things in life? Because this is the only thing, at least the thing that we can so easily control. If we can't, then we need to look into ourselves. Is it an excuse, or is it an easy way out? Yeah. So this is a good start as well. 10 rules for a perfect day that I started this year to put it in my journal. So write down. You can take. We have some time. You can write down now, as much as you can. Think about 10 things. That is what we call 10 rules that will make your day perfect in your opinion. Okay, what is the 10 things that you can do, or the 10 things that, you know, after you've done them, you're gonna have a perfect day? So for some of you, if you find it hard to start, just some of the examples for a very easy to kickstart. Maybe in the morning, you meditate, you exercise, or have a call with your family, and spend time with your kids, at least 1 hour. I don't know, just suggestion. I'm not a mom, right? And what else? It's very personal. So you can include certain things that, for example, like learning, whether is it a book, is it an audio podcast that help you to grow in your business, your wellness, your relationship, or even your personal motivation. And it can be an affirmation. For example, every morning you want to have, or you can have different theme of affirmations. Like what we did just now, today it's about being focused, excellent, and passionate in everything that you do. Or you can include journaling, like all this journaling, okay? It helps to give clearer thoughts, and you will also be aware of yourself, expressing gratitude, for you to write down things that you're grateful for, or your ideas that sometimes come out of nowhere, journaling. Goal setting, of course, if it's in your daily perfect 10 rules, your goal setting is not like a big goals, but a small daily goals that you can work on. And when you tick and you check it off, it's sending a message to your mind that you have a small win today. Try to collect small wins, okay? And of course, for most of us here, if you get to exercise, it will be amazing. As one of the 10 rules for a perfect day. So I can just share mine for a little bit. 10 rules for a perfect day, and write it down so that sometimes you feel that you can feel it, that you are, something's missing, or you don't feel so fulfilled. You can always refer back to your list, what exactly you can do, or what it is that you're missing. So for mine would be, you can change, by the way, and meditate. And what I want to add is to do a morning stretch and flow. It's feeling really tight all over. read book, work out, cook my own healthy meal, wake up by 7:30, gratitude before bed, sleep by 12, talk to a person, not just like client or prospect or lead, but any human beings, and to have a slightly deeper conversation, not like how's your day, like that, okay? And also for me as a coach, also one of it is to follow up with clients. So that would be my version of 10 rules for a perfect day. And today we super on time, which is good, so you have more time to prepare for the next session. And before we end this, I just want to, remind everyone that whatever it is, you do not need to wait. Okay, start with where you are, with what you have. You do not need to wait until you get to a certain position to behave like one, or to behave only then to behave like a team player, or to contribute. Because ultimately, the biggest purpose is to contribute. Yeah. And if you can also get a deeper learning on this, you can go check out Robin Sharma. I can type it on here. And out of so many like authors or self-development thingy out there, I love Robin Sharma the most. I can just quickly share with you, if you are also, you love to read all these. So John C. Maxwell is really about, leadership, teaching you how to build as person, as leadership. And but Robin Sharma is really a lot about your inner self, your spiritual side or your emotional side, to let you look at the real, the bigger picture beyond than the things that you can do surface physically in life, very practical, right? And it prompts you to have a lot of thinking. What is it that you can do better? What is your ultimate purpose in life, which is what we covered last week. And I absolutely love that session with all of you, which brings me to today's topic, which is about living without title as a human being. Okay, not as a boss, not as a leader in your work or anything. Because when you start to really practice that every single day, I can guarantee you, you can be ready to watch your life transform. How long it takes, I don't know, depends on you. But in terms of your relationship, in terms of your work, your business, your results, or even ultimately, people always think that achievement is the most important thing, and which is also affected by your inner self as well. Okay, so I really hope that you guys actually get the message, because like I mentioned, I'm not Robin Sharma or I'm not some guru, but at least I just want to share what changed us, what impacted us with all of you, to deliver the message, and so that, even though you can become 1% better, it's already a very big achievement for all of us. Okay, so before we go, I would really appreciate if you can also just type in the chat the one main takeaway that you have right now, or how do you feel before we wrap up the session and get ready for our next class, which is Pilates by my coach, Mei. Is everyone still typing or you didn't get that question? All right. Let us take a group photo.
Okay, everyone, please turn on your videos and get ready for a group photo. Smile for the camera. I'll take the first shot in 3, 2, 1. Okay, next page. 3, 2, 1. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone. Let me just reply to some of you here. Diba, you stay a while, yeah. Let me just send a message to you.
I don't wanna fall asleep, I don't wanna pass away. I've been thinking of our future cause I'll never see those days. I don't know why this has happened, but I probably deserve it. I tried to do my best, but you know that I'm not perfect. I've been praying for forgiveness, you've been praying for my health. When I leave this earth, hoping you'll find someone else. Cause yeah, we still young, there's so much we haven't done. Getting married, start a family, watch your husband with his son. I wish you could